It doesn't matter, New York Times. It doesn't matter. That's Trump's job. He can withhold that money. See, Bolton was fired because Bolton was worked for Bush, and he wanted war. See, this is the problem. Bolton wanted Trump to go to war with all these countries because it's the neocon Democrat Rhino Republican thing that all these presidents that we've had have been doing. What they've been doing is just going to war with country after country, and Obama just knocked down several countries. That was amazing what he did. He was just a master at that. And those drone strikes, that was amazing. But Trump, you see, Bolton wants the war, just like all of them do, but Trump doesn't. He's actually a pacifist and is pulling us back from war. So Bolton is angry at him because he fired him, which is humiliating. But he deserved to be fired because he wanted Trump to go to war. So you can't really trust what he says, but Trump they all serve at the pleasure of the president. Even Yovanovitch, she serves at the pleasure of the president as well. He can fire her for no reason. Obama, he fired like 500 people at once. That's his privilege, because that's what Trump should have done immediately when he went into office, is fire, say, can you see Colonel Vidman, and whose family has been fighting for the American way since before the dawn of time, and the whistleblower. Should have fired them, but these people have hung on and have been listening and leaking and trying to figure out a way to impeach him. But Obama went in and just fired everyone. So if Trump fires people, you have to impeach him, and he's a bad man. But that's what Obama did, right? Okay.
Alan Dershowitz lays out an argument concisely, framed by our Constitution, dreamed by our founding fathers, not only to save our president, but all presidents to come, and most importantly, this great nation.
Question for counsel to the President, directed to Professor Dershowitz by Senator Wicker, is this. Professor Dershowitz, you stated during your presentation that the House grounds for impeachment amount to the, quote, most dangerous precedent, end quote. What specific danger does this impeachment pose to our republic, to its citizens?
Thank you, Senators. I came of age during the period of McCarthyism. I then became a young professor during the divisive time of the Vietnam War. I, as all of you, lived through the division during the Iraq War and 9/11 and following 9/11. I have never lived at a more divisive time in the United States of America than today. Families are broken up. Friends don't speak to each other. Dialogue has disappeared on university campuses. We live in extraordinarily dangerous times. I'm not suggesting that the impeachment decision by the House has brought that on us. Perhaps it's merely a symptom of a terrific problem that we have facing us and likely to face us in the future. I think it is the responsibility of this mature Senate, whose job it is to look forward, whose job it is to assure our future, to make sure the divisions don't grow even greater. Were a president of the United States to be removed today, it would pose existential dangers to our ability to live together as a people. The decision would not be accepted by many Americans. Nixon's decision was accepted, easily accepted. I think that decisions that would have been made in other cases would be accepted. This one would not be easily accepted. because it's such a divided country, such a divided time. And if the precedent is established that a president can be removed on the basis of such vague and recurring and open-ended and targeted terms as abuse of power, 40 presidents have been accused of abuse of power. I bet you all of them have. We just don't know some of the charges against some of them, but we have documentation on so many. If that criteria were to be used, this will just be the beginning of a recurring weaponization of impeachment whenever one house is controlled by one party and the presidency is controlled by another party. Now, the House managers say there are dangers of not impeaching, but those dangers can be eliminated in 8 months. If you really feel there's a strong case, then campaign against the president. But the danger of impeachment will last my lifetime, your lifetime, and the lifetime of our children. So I urge you respectfully, you are the guardians of our future. Follow the constraints of the Constitution. Do not allow impeachment to become a normalized weapon, in the word of one of the framers. Make sure that it's reserved only for the most extraordinary of cases like that of Richard Nixon. This case does not meet those criteria.